Live from atop of the Action Safety Supply broadcast booth, this is James Jalbert with Coach Brandon Harley for the pregame coaches show. Harles, glad to have you back up, man.
James, good to be back.
Always fun.
Great to be back.
Always fun. So last night was a fun night for the boys. A lot of guys able to tally on some points. That 13-2 W. It was great seeing Albert Parente get that time, and then towards the end of the game, that third period, see Buckmeyer come in and play as well.
Yeah, it was great for Buckmeyer to come in. I think the boys all loved that for him, and he's been working hard, so he deserved it.
Oh yeah, absolutely. So last night, Liam Tivers finally got the monkey off his back and got a couple of goals in last night. So and it was last night's Papa J's player of the game. Good to see him getting on the board.
Yeah,
he's been doing well. Obviously, getting assists and getting points that way, but nice to see him start to tally up some scores as well.
Yeah, he was snake bitten for a while there. He felt like he was doing the right thing. He was doing the right things, and it just wasn't clicking for him. But it was good to see him get two last night and kind of get that monkey off his back. Like
Absolutely. Let's talk about the lines for tonight. It's center number 9, Donald Alchin. Left wing, number 13, Austin Simpson. And with them on the right, number 22, Fraser McMahon. And last night, really the first time in the Bronco barn that we've been able to see Alchin play. And kid's got some wheels.
Yeah, like we said before the game yesterday, that whole line's got motors. And, they kind of showed it with Simpson getting a hat trick. And, they didn't stop all night. They were kind of the driving force behind our offense. So it was good for them to get in there, cycle pucks, and just battle every puck.
Absolutely. On D, starting tonight, number 6, J.C. Dubecki on the left side, and then with him, number 5, Jonas Postavecki, jumping in the place of Drake Cartwright, since he is serving that suspension.
Yep, correct. Yep, he will be serving. Jonas getting in there, excited for him. He's a good guy, lots of strength back there, so we'll see what he can do tonight.
Absolutely, and then starting in net once again for the Broncos, number 33, Albert Parente. So it's good to see Al starting up again. Played well last night. Didn't face a whole lot of shots last night. There weren't a whole lot of opportunities for McKendree to get some shots off.
Yeah. That's I wouldn't know.
Held him to 9 shots on the night.
Yeah, from experience, I wouldn't know from experience, but kind of being cold like that, that's not really a good recipe for success there. When you get one shot every 7 minutes. So.
Right, absolutely. So let's talk about tonight. The Broncos coming in again. Definitely not a game you can take lightly. You got to get a full 60 in from the boys. What are you guys looking at game plan wise for the boys tonight?
For sure, same thing as yesterday, keeping that net front presence. I was really proud of the way we stuck to it the whole game. We didn't really get away from our playing style like that. We kept getting pucks deep and cycling it, and it showed on the scoreboard at the end of the night. But doing those right things the whole game long, that's big for us. That's the way we want to play going forward, and that was a good night for us to get back on track.
Absolutely, and 3 keys to the game tonight.
For net front presence, just like I said. Getting pucks deep, cycling, and filtering those pucks to the net. I think it's all we can do tonight. Keep our foot on the gas.
Absolutely. See another 60 shots and another 13 goals maybe tonight as well. It'd be great to see the boys finish out the weekend as well, strong, going into next week as they head to Colorado.
That's right. Yep.
So. We'll let you guys focus in since they're out on the ice. You can watch them and see what their lines are for the night. Right. So this is, once again, James Jalbert, Bronco Hockey Live. And we're live from the top of the Action Safety Supply broadcast booth. This is James Chalbert. Joining me shortly will be Curtis Johnson. We'll go over the starters once again for your Broncos for the night. And get ready as they come out and play once again McKendree, the Bearcats, in town this weekend. So tonight's starters at center, number 9, Donald Alchin, a junior from Taylor, Michigan. Also with him on the left wing, number 13, Austin Simpson, junior out of Downriver, Michigan. And at right wing, number 22, Fraser McMahon out of Calgary, Alberta, junior. At defense, number 6, J.C. Dubecki, the sophomore from Regina, Saskatchewan. And Jonas Hostvecki, number 5, at right defense from Bratislav, Slovakia. And in goal tonight for your Broncos, number 33, Albert Parente, the freshman out of Mississauga, Ontario. Looking forward to seeing some good things come from Albert tonight in net again. And hopefully the Broncos able to pull off another W tonight. So we'll let you guys focus in on the boys as they come out on the ice, and we'll be back in a few minutes. This is James Chalbert, Bronco Hockey Live. So the Broncos get ready for puck drop here as they throw the buckets on. Starting in goal for McKendree again tonight, number 37, Kane Pesquet. And as I said earlier, joining me momentarily will be Curtis Johnson for color. Curtis, of course, always doing a great job up here, and excited to be able to have him back up in the booth. Of course, as always, last night was a fun night having Chris Hilly up here with me. It was a good night, good fun. So hopefully we'll be able to bring some more of that fun to you guys tonight. Wherever you may be, this is Bronco Hockey. In for the draw for the Broncos is actually, we're going to change the lineup here a little bit, is going to be Liam Tivers. So Tivers was in for the draw. They swapped out that Alchin line and went ahead and started with those guys. So Broncos trying to get things ramped up real quick. That shot off the side of the net. In it is Hostvacki. His stick gets caught in the boards, and the puck heads all the way down to the McKendree zone. 19:30 remaining. We'll have an icing on McKendree. So this one will come all the way down to the glove side of Pesquet. Alchin in for the draw. This one banked off the glass, picked up by Simpson, and the Broncos caught offside. Once again, Alchin in for the draw. Broncos able to win this one back. They'll go D to D. That's Hostvacki over to Simpson. Curtis, welcome up, bud.
Thanks, James. How's it going tonight?
Good, good. Ready to have some fun.
Absolutely.
Hopefully another exciting night in the Bronco barn. Love to see the boys put up another 60 shots, and
we'll see. Hopefully they come out with the same energy.
yeah, absolutely. And that the first shot from McKendree here, easily grabbed by Parente.
Sometimes on the back-to-back game, if you have obviously a good showing the first game,
Right,
the thinking is, it'll be easy the second night.
right. Never the case.
No, never the case.
Never the case. Wells in for the draw for the Broncos. This one won over to Bombardier. He sends it forward for Moyer. Across ice for Wells. Wells tucks it around, sends it in front. Moyer trying to get that one-timer. Another quick shot from Kraus. And Moyer right in there once again. Looks like his stick got stuck in the pads of Pesquet.
Yep, Pesquet starting a night again tonight. Didn't have the best of games last night. Wasn't
Right.
exactly helped by facing 33 shots in the first period.
Right.
So looking for a bounce back tonight for him.
Absolutely. One back for the Broncos. Moyer, quick shot. That kicked away by Pesquet. McKendree rims it around. The Broncos able to take over here. That's Bombardier to Mondi. Mondi to Wells. Wells and Moyer battling there in front. Now Moyer out top for Bombardier. Broncos looking for a tip. Mondi trying to jam it home. Wells trying to jam it home. And I believe Moyer ends up on top.
Yeah, it looks like
It's quite the pile.
Pesquet comes over, makes a save. First glance, I thought Mondi almost had open net there
Yeah.
and kind of got tied up with the Bearcat player.
And Wells tried to jam it home.
Yeah, he just couldn't get his stick free with Pesquet down and out on the backhand. But big flurry of chances for the Broncos to take an early lead.
So Broncos stepping in for the draw. This is Stalzer. Stalzer able to send this one back. That shot by Burton. Bearcats able to get it behind their own net, but in the mix is Guerra and Stalzer. McKendree trying to work their way out of their zone. Broncos able to stifle that for a moment. They'll send it deep. Parente holds it up, rims it around on the backhand. That's picked up by Guerra. Guerra to Golden, who gets it tipped down. Now Taylor to Burton. That chipped forward. McKendree able to intercept, and they'll send that deep. And that'll get covered by Parente.
Yeah, I think Parente wants to make that kind of keep the puck moving there early on in the game, but it just kind of rebounds back to him and forced to cover it up and offensive zone faceoff in the Bronco zone.
So Tivers steps in. McKendree able to win that drawback. Broncos able to gain control, though, here. This is Tivers moving up over to the right side to Mikhailov. Mikhailov puts it on the backhand. He'll hold. Drop. That's intercepted, but taken over once again by the Broncos with it. Now, Mikhailov shoots, and that gets deflected away. He was looking top corner on that, man.
Yep. Good screen in front, with it being in front of the net,
Yep.
posing a problem. Able to make the save is Pesquet.
So Hostvecki sends this one forward. Mikhailov tries to jam it out, unable to do so. Hostvecki will go to the opposite side. Bearcats trying to get something going here, but the Broncos able to intercept and take over here. Now Tivers. That intercepted. Now Hostvecki. Over to Dubecki. Up for Tivers, and the Broncos caught offside.
So Broncos having a little bit of a hard time exiting the zone there. Bearcats with some good early pressure, taking away that D to D, and then taking away the wall on the easy pass. So one thing UCO has to pay attention to early. Maybe finding the centerman coming low on the breakouts.
Yeah. Alchin in for the draw. Bearcats go D to D. They'll send this deep. Picked up by Bombardier. Now Kraus to Bombardier, rimmed around for Simpson. Dumped in deep by Alchin. He'll pick it up, and a little contact as they were coming around with the netminder. Now Alchin shooting, and that's held onto by Pasquet. You think it's Pasquet?
I think it's Pasquet.
You think it's Pasquet?
Like croquet. Spelled the same, isn't it?
I mean, for the most part, yeah.
I mean, the
You might be
final
right.
the
You might
final
be
letters
right.
at the end. I mean, I
Might
don't
be
know.
right.
It is 100% a French name, I can tell you that. That part I do know.
And another glove save. We'll go with Pasquet. Might as well be cool like you, right? You could say the same thing about me, though, too, right? His last name's French, but definitely not pronounced French.
Yeah, it's not Jalbert.
It is not. Parente,
Although it could have been.
actually,
and
it
maybe-
was.
Yeah, see?
When my family came across the border from Canada, they
See? They changed
They
it.
changed
Yeah,
it.
when you moved to the Boston area, you had to make it more Boston.
yeah we didn't want the trouble.
Right, exactly.
They'd start thinking we were Habs fans or something.
There you go. Not good. Not a good time to be a Habs fan.
Not.
Trevor LeBlanc, if you're listening, sorry about that.
Yeah. Haven't seen Blancsy in a long time.
They are off to a rough start this year. Doesn't help you that your starting goaltender is obviously out with some personal reasons at the
Right.
moment. So could have been the Conn Smythe winner last year.
Right,
Carey.
absolutely.
So
Now Burton tries to send that one in. That'll get gloved by Pasquet. .42 remaining in the first period. Shots on goal 9-3 in favor of your Broncos. Now McKendree with it. They'll rim it around. That's kept in by Taylor. Taylor sends it down low. Picked up. Guerra with the shot. Golden, the initial pass to Guerra. Another one from the Broncos. Shot, score is Guerra at 15:27. The Broncos strike first. Good hard work in front right there.
The thing that I like about this one is Garrett gets the initial shot off the pass from Golden, and then he goes and retrieves his own rebound.
Yeah.
Goes to the half wall, goes back down to Golden, finds a place where he can be dangerous, goes to the front of the net, and puts it home.
Yeah.
Yep. Just good puck retrieval, though.
Right. So the Broncos strike first. Wells will step in for the draw.
We'll see who gets the assist on that goal. I think it probably might be the whole line there. Definitely Guerra from Golden. Not sure if they have that third assist or not.
So Taylor. Burton trying to jam that one out, and McKendree able to intercept there for a moment. But the Broncos able to send that deep. This is Wells who sent that deep. Moyer now pressuring. Mondi, that comes back to Burton. Wells now to Burton. Burton with another shot. That goes off the skate. Quick pass on the backhand by Moyer. And Taylor now with the shot. That goes just wide. Bearcats able to gain the zone. Burton. And what a save by Parente there.
What an effort by the McKendree player, Robinson.
Absolutely.
Knocks it down very nonchalantly on the backhand.
Right?
Very good opportunity to score. Not an easy one, too. Like, chest height.
Yeah.
Gets good wood on it, too. And
well, and a knuckler for Parente to try and track as well. So
it's kind of a good play all around there.
Yeah. Wells in for the draw again. I had a discussion last night with Chuck Schammel. Obviously, we go back some years with me doing things with the Broncos and stuff. Just trying to understand and figure out this new face-off rule where they get the warning. So instead of tossing a guy, you get the warning, and on the second time you get a penalty instead of just continually,
waving
a guy out of a face-off. Slows the game down. But it was an interesting discussion to try and figure out what the heck it actually was.
So how do you interpret if the guy makes a second? If it just if he moves or if it's...
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's that whole cheating on a face-off. I mean, I cheated on face-offs all the time, right? But, yeah.
Is it if the centerman moves? Is his winger a part of that as well? So. Or is it just if the centerman moves? Maybe some clarification?
I might get some more clarification on that. I think it's on the centerman, but, yeah.
Could be on if his wingers come in and infract as well?
Yeah, because we just saw them give a warning at this face-off as they started creeping in on the wing. So maybe it is on that wing.
There you go.
Trying to cheat in. So Tivers, again, this one sent in deep by Dubecki. Back to Dubecki now. Quick shot. This over to Hostvecki. Broncos down low. This one comes across for Dubecki. Can't hold on to it. So he'll start up here in the neutral zone. Over to Hostvecki. Hostvecki. And the Broncos now working their way out. Whittet working his way up the outside. And the Broncos caught offside there. So that was the goal was Guerra from Davies and Golden.
Whole line got in on it.
Like seeing that. Alchin in for the draw once again. That's sent in deep by McMahon. Simpson now pressuring. Alchin comes up with it. Picked up by Simpson. Quick shot, scores! And it's a 2-0 hockey game for your Broncos. Nice setup there from the Broncos once again, and Simpson just kind of wraps around, finds the way out in front, and jams it top shelf. And it looks like
a goalie change.
Yeah, going to go ahead and have a goalie change already. I didn't see the goalie's number. I think it's Weiss coming in again. Yeah, Weiss will be coming in, and he came in last night after McKendree pulled Pasquet.
Yeah, that was on the. They waited a lot longer last night. It was off goal 10. Not really fair to the goaltender.
Right.
Get 10 put in you and don't make the change. But tonight, coach obviously trying to send a message to his team. Quick hook, and Weiss will have to come in and see if he can change the tide.
Yeah, and let's be honest, last night in that.
Oh, that's a dangerous hit.
After that, Weiss only had, a couple in on him?
Yeah, he only gave up 3. The final was 13. So, yeah, they made the change at 10. So, Weiss came in and shut the door. For the most part. The Broncos are going to get a penalty here. I think it's going to be McMahon for boarding.
Boarding, yeah. So we'll see the Bronco penalty kill for the first time tonight. 12-10 remaining in this first period. Shots on goal 14-5 in favor of your Broncos. 2-0 the score.
That second goal from the Broncos is going to be Simpson from Alchin. So Simpson gets his fourth of the weekend.
Fourth of the weekend, yeah.
Had the hat trick last night.
So Moyer in for the draw. We'll have another warning there. And this one will get picked up. Stalzer trying to send it out. Kraus will get to it and send it all the way down. But first man to the puck, Stalzer. Bearcats trying to work their way out of their zone. Good pressure here from the Broncos. So McKendree now working their way down into the Broncos zone. That picked up by Stalzer. He's able to chip that out, but glove down by McKendree. A quick shot. That's kicked away by Parente. Now Bombardier. That goes off the back of Moyer. Moyer takes a dive there and able to take it to the chest and send it all the way down. So 1 minute remaining on that penalty. Alchin able to gain the zone, sidesteps one, gets a shot, that goes wide. Now Bearcats trying to work their way through the neutral zone. Good pressure here from the Broncos. That's Simpson with the pressure. Hit from Alchin. He'll send it all the way down. 35 seconds remaining on that penalty. Bearcats now working their way down to the Broncos zone. They'll come down low, send it up about the half boards here, trying to get that redirect. Parente able to come up with it, and he'll snuff that one out.
Makes 2 good saves there, does Parente. First one on the shot from the outside, and then he makes a nice save on the rebound. As I was announcing the goals, what a block by Moyer.
Yeah, right. Took it right to the chest.
Just wears it in the stomach. That's all good. Get it out. Get a change. Those are the selfless things that help you win championships.
Yeah, absolutely.
Wearing shots in the middle of November.
So Davies was in for the draw for the Broncos. Broncos working to get this one out. Now Burton.
Kind of got caught up in the linesman there.
McKendree now trying to get this one out. get this one on net, but layers of Broncos. I think that's one thing that the Broncos have done a really good job this year, is just having those extra layers.
The Broncos are able to kill off an early power play for McKendree and get back to work.
Absolutely. So 9:50 remaining in the period. 14-7 the shots. McKendree already right about the shots that they had for the night last
entirety
night.
of the game last night. So they came out with a little extra fire tonight.
Yeah. Davies battling here with Burton. Able to stifle that. He gets pulled down, and Parente able to kick that shot away. Now Taylor to Burton.
There's
to
that
Davies.
middle lane pass. Nice play.
To Guerra to Golden. Golden holds up, shoots, and that'll get held on to by Wise.
So Burton right there, he sees the D-man coming down from McKendree. Instead of just making the, your automatic, you come around, you make that first pass up the wall to the winger, delay a little bit, center comes low, easy breakout, 2 passes, and the Broncos are out of their zone.
And get a shot on net.
Yep.
Anytime it's any shot on net can turn into a goal, right?
Yep.
So take the shots when you have them and see what happens.
Tries to use the defenseman as a screen, and Weiss is able to make a pretty good save.
So the Broncos now trying to send this one deep again. Mikhailov with it. He'll send it across. That's broken up by the Bearcats.
Good area flip there.
Yeah. They'll try to wrap it around, unable to do so. Parente able to cover.
It's actually a pretty nice play by McKendree. Brown sees that Ursulinov he's got the speed on Hostavecki, and just flips it into an area for him to go get it. Negates the icing, and they're able to get a pretty good chance on it. Kind of an alley-oop-ish type play.
Absolutely, yeah, for sure. You caught me mid-yawn.
Yeah. Hey, we're up here grinding.
Tivers in for the draw for the Broncos. McKendree able to come up with that one. Good block there in front. I believe that was Bombardier that made that block. Another opportunity there. Broken up by the Broncos D. Now Tivers chips this one around for Bombardier. McKendree comes up with it, but good pressure from the Broncos. Bombardier to Tivers. Play broken up by the Bearcats. And once again, Broncos off to the races here. Mikhailov sends it in deep. That's picked up by Tivers. He sends it out in front for Mikhailov, unable to get a tip on it. With it, now Mikhailov. Back for Kraus. He'll send it deep. That's picked up by Tivers again. Mikhailov comes up with it. Mikhailov's just so shifty, right? Kid turns on a dime, opens up, and can shoot any side. Another quick shot from the Broncos. Puck loose, and that'll get held onto now.
I think the net came off, so whistle comes in from official Adam Hall. Like you were saying, a pretty good shift there from the Tivers line.
Yeah. .745 remaining in this first period. 16-9 your shots, as well as steps in for the draw. Shot from Moyer. And we'll try again. Broncos set. Moyer back to Kraus. Mondi with the shot. Wells battling, able to come up with it. Nice little strip there, picked up by Mondi. Now Wells, back to Kraus. Kraus with the shot, that gets deflected.
Good use of the D-man there by Wells. No option, doesn't try to force it.
Yeah.
Just take what they give you, use a point.
Now, Bombardier. Moyer pressuring. And we'll have McKendree send this one all the way down. It won't be an icing, but Kraus able to come up with it. quick up for the Broncos here was Moyer, now Kraus to
Nice
McMahon.
pass.
McMahon with the shot, that gets kicked away. Now Simpson turning, shooting, another quick shot. And McKendree's goaltender went full on Dominic Hasek there.
Made 2 pretty good saves, though. Weiss called into action quite a few times since coming in.
So McMahon sends this one through. That's picked up by Simpson. Now Alchin. Cross for Burton. Shot. And loose puck here. Yeah. That blockered away. Good job by the Broncos. And it looks like the goalie, Weiss, stretched out too far.
Uh-oh.
And he's either cramped up or... And it looks like the Bronco trainer, Ken Caldwell, will head out on the ice.
Looks like a groin. Never want to see that, especially for a goalie that just came in.
Yeah.
So I'd imagine if I'm Pasquet, I'm getting ready to go back in because this doesn't look promising. And you feel for the kid, too.
Yeah, absolutely. Just made 3 amazing saves.
Great saves,
right?
yep.
Yeah.
Then either the hamstring goes or the groin.
Yeah.
One of those things as a forward or a D-man you just take for granted.
Yeah.
You don't necessarily need to be, quote-unquote, flexible.
Right. But it's easy to stretch out a little too far.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like we said, I mean, he just made 3 unreal saves in the process of that. And saw his leg just kind of stretch out extra hard. I think he was trying to get a little extra push. And
looks like he's going to be done. They're going to take him to the locker room.
Yep.
And he's come in and done a good job since he came in relief of Pasquet. So, man.
It's rough.
No worse feeling.
No. So Pasquet will come back in for the Bearcats.
Definitely in some discomfort.
Yeah. Slow going on their way over there. Hate to see that.
Yeah, absolutely. 100%. Again, just coming in, too. He's already made 8 or 9 saves.
Yeah.
Kind of stabilized him back there as he's facing a shooting barrage. Broncos, both games coming out, and we're already up to 21 shots.
Right.
6 minutes still in the first period.
So Davies in for the draw for the Broncos here. Now Taylor. Guerra sends it in deep. Taylor with it again. That pops to the corner, comes out to Burton. He carries across, shoots. And Pasquet able to make that first save. Now Broncos trying to send that one in deep. Burton with a shot. That's blocked by a McKendree player in front. Now Burton able to come up with it. Davies working his way across. Loose pass gets away from him, and Broncos will regain at center and send it back down deep. 5 minutes remaining in this first period. Bearcats able to gain the zone here. They'll have to reset. Hostvecki with it now. Sends it forward for Mikhailov. He jumps. McKendree able to come up with it, and the Broncos caught offside.
Yeah, Dubecki just a little bit late to the line there, isn't able to keep it in. But the Bearcats got some jump in this first
Yeah,
period.
absolutely.
9 shots already.
Yeah, that was
They
total
had
for last night.
Yeah, they had the 9 last night, so obviously
Yeah.
they've come out with some purpose and some action.
Absolutely. This one gets rimmed around. Postvecchi able to hold it up here. Now over to Dubecki. Tivers sends it deep. Pressuring is Mikhailov. Stalzer, now Mikhailov with it. Picked up by Stalzer, he sends it out in front. Up to Postvecchi, he gets a shot. That hits the Broncos here in front. Tivers trying to get a redirect. Now Dubecki, Postvecchi with a shot. That goes in and scores! I'm not sure if that was a redirect in front. Yeah, I think Tivers might have come up with it off of that shot from Postvecchi and tipped it in.
Tough to tell. There's about 7 bodies in front of the net. Could have gone off a McKendree
Right.
player, but it looks like Tivers is going to claim it. Got the monkey off his back last night with his first and second of the season, and
Yeah, gets the third tonight.
gets his third tonight. Good puck movement, though. Dubecki slides it over to Ionis, who's made some ice for himself, and
Yeah,
blasts away on the one-timer, and UCO gets their third.
so McKendree now trying to get this one in deep. Bombardier trying to jam that one out. Now Wells, he'll flip it over into the into center. That's picked up by McKendree, but comes back over to the Broncos. This is Cooper Kraus. Broncos caught offside. .330 remaining in the first. This 3-0 hockey game. Wells in for the draw. Able to pick it up. Bearcats break up the play, but once again, Bombardier able to come up with it for the Broncos. Now Moyer to Wells. Wells with the shot, that goes wide. This one will come all the way out. Bombardier will let the Broncos get tagged up here. Bombardier with it, he'll send it across. Moyer with a shot. And Pasquet will cover.
So UCO really has executed this cycle game well.
Yeah.
You talked about earlier, you talked about layers in the defensive zone. They're also kind of creating that in the O zone, yeah. Creating a good cycle game. If there's not a, first pass of the slot, or if there's not an option to go back to the D-man, cycle it low, see if you can generate some offense off that.
Absolutely. Kraus with a shot that goes wide. Broncos now battling in the corners. Bearcats able to come up with it. That comes back, able to hold the line there for a moment was Bombardier. Now the Bearcats working their way down into the Bronco zone. That's broken up by Kraus. Kraus over to Bombardier. McMahon up for Alchin. Alchin up that right side. And a quick shot there that goes across the front. Now Burton with a shot. That gets deflected. Pressuring is Taylor here. Burton able to come up with it for the Broncos. Now to McMahon. Simpson looking on that far side. Now Taylor picks it up around center. He'll cycle it back and deep for the Broncos. Pressuring is Simpson. Now Davies adding some pressure. McKendree trying to work their way out. They'll send this all the way down, and that'll be an icing on McKendree. So 1:37 remaining in the first period. Shots on goal, 24-9. in favor of your Broncos. Good crowd tonight.
Yeah. We've been a couple weeks with on the road, so fans always come back when the boys are back in the Bronco barn.
Davies in for that draw. Now Taylor will send it in deep for the Broncos. Golden and Guerra from the corner. Golden to Burton, over to Taylor. Back to Burton. Broncos will have to reset here. Now Davies. Woo, little tuck there. Now Golden from the corner. McKendree now working their way down into the Broncos zone. Able to gain. Play broken up though by the Broncos. We'll have a penalty coming up here. And that was a wide open net, man. Just not enough mustard on that one.
Too many lefties.
Yeah.
Great play. Davies makes himself wide, gets it back to Golden. Golden has an empty cage and just can't get anything on it because he's on his backhand. If that's a right-handed shot, it's 4-0 Broncos.
Yeah. Looks like Pasquet's slow to get up as well. And there's going to be a penalty on McKendree. It's going to be a cross check.
37 seconds left in the...
Robinson, number 7. So the Broncos will carry some power play time over into the second period here. This one sent back. Quick shot from the Broncos, trying to jam it in there. I believe that's Moyer.
So the Broncos
Sorry,
not trying to wait.
Stalls are there.
Broncos not really waiting around after getting it up, not really trying to set it up. Just 30 seconds, what can we make happen? Go to the front of the net.
This one back to Bombardier to Dubecki. It's Mikhailov to Dubecki. Mikhailov with a shot. That goes wide. And that'll pop out. Picked up by Bombardier. Now Mikhailov to Dubecki. Quick shot. That goes up and over. 2 seconds and 1. That shot. And that'll do it for period number 1. What was the official on that third goal?
I never got the message.
You never got the message. Well, we'll find out in the next period.
Yeah.
And we'll make sure that we get that down. But not a bad period for the Broncos here. After 3-0. And what are your thoughts, Johnny?
I think the Broncos, for the most part, pretty decent period. I don't think that they were at their best, but having come off a pretty big win last night, like what I was saying, if you're not exactly at the races, but I think they'll be happy going in with a 3-0 lead. Yeah. Obviously, getting lots of good quality shots again, kind of like last night. Creating things off the cycle, not necessarily off the rush as much, but lots of good cycle play, using the points, getting shots through, getting bodies at the front of the net, and going where you can score goals.
Absolutely. Well, we'll be back in about 15 minutes. Once again, this is James Jalbert, Curtis Johnson, Bronco Hockey Live.
When I think about the good that starts here and why it starts here, I think it's the passion that our faculty and staff have for our students. UCO is a great family atmosphere. We make sure all of our students feel welcome, they're excited to be a part of our institution, and also know that it's a place for them to grow. When I hear about the good rankings that we have and all the good that we're doing academically, I am always impressed. When I hear about the Forensic Science Institute being named #1 in the country, it blows me away that I am working literally 100 feet from the building and that we are a place that students can come and find that dream and that passion and then take that out in the world and make an impact. The Teacher of the Year, the State of Oklahoma Teacher of the Year. She is a former student of mine. I met Mackenzie Hodge when she was a freshman, and I knew right then that she had a passion of finding creative ways of teaching and creative ways of programming for our current students. UCO produces people who do good things. Our students here are always learning how to make their events, their classrooms, anything that they are doing the best. When UCO has a good ranking, it is more than a ranking. It is a passion. It is people at the institution who are excited about what's happening. It is students who are taking that idea and making it reality. It is staff members who never say no to things. They are always making sure that everyone has a way to connect, to grow, and to make it even better. It's not just one area of our institution that's doing this, it's the entire institution. You've got student engagement, you've got academics happening, you have sports that are happening as well, and all of them are making this huge impact and showing how good we are at Central.
Just how diverse it is. I come from an environment where I was pretty much going to the same school with people who just look like me, and I really didn't know what it really looked like to be in a very diverse environment, see different people from different backgrounds, different cultures. My major is psychology, and the experience here has just been so fun. First and foremost, I believe it's because my professors have all literally been either counselors or therapists or even wrote books on psychology and different things of that nature. And the vibe on campus is very, 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 very supportive. Everybody from different organizations, whether it's the Black Student Association, whether it's the Native American Student Association, everybody is very, very supportive. We're all coming to each other's events, no matter what fraternity, sorority, or different organization you're in, we're all very supportive here. Come to the University of Central Oklahoma. That's it.
USA Hockey is the national governing body for the sport of ice hockey.
Every player has their own pathway. And I think that's one of the greatest things about USA Hockey and our structure is that we have everything from beginner to recreational to competitive to elite.
At the youngest ages, it's really building a passion to get out and play. At youth sports, kids need to have fun. What's fun for a kid at each age may be a little different.
We try to provide age-appropriate, age-specific environment for the kids.
In most sports, we don't use the same size equipment, we don't use the same size playing surface with adults that we would with kids that are 6, 7, 8 years of age.
Instead of playing full ice 5-on-5 with kids 5 to 8 years old, we changed the rule to play cross ice. So we changed the playing surface.
For us, it was downscaling things to fit the athlete, but yet still provide an environment where they have to make decisions.
We felt strongly that kids would touch the puck more, there would be more repetition, more opportunity to score goals, more play for them that resembled what real hockey is for elite players. For us in the youth hockey department, it's about healthy people, healthy kids, a good culture and a good community through the sport of hockey.
We want kids to leave the ice rink every single time saying, Mom, Dad, when's the next time I get to come back?
I chose to come to UCO because the minute I walked onto campus, I felt like it was my home. Everyone was so welcoming and inviting, and they just took an interest in me and what I wanted to do and the passions that I had. I'm doing forensic science and criminal justice. I chose that just because I really had an interest in law enforcement and I wanted to make a difference in the world. I wanted to give back to the community, and so I just felt like this was where I was meant to be, and this is where I could live out my passions and one day get a successful job and just carry on relationships that I met here and into my future. Go all in, get invested, find something that you're passionate about, whether it's out of your comfort zone or not.
Skating was hard at first. Sometimes I fell, but I always got back up. Now when I'm skating, I feel like a rocket, or maybe a race car, something really fast. It's my second favorite feeling. Scoring is my favorite. I think I like even more than birthday cake.
I'm always on the go, but I'm on the right path at UCO. I spend a lot of time in the STEM building pursuing a nursing degree. I've had many challenges in life. My siblings and I were raised by our grandparents after our mother died. At the age of 12, my little sister died of cancer, and that's why I want to be a pediatric nurse. The nurses took great care of her, and I want to do the same for children who are sick. If I'm not studying, I'm working, and that is why I can't say enough how much scholarships mean to me. So let me just put it down on paper. Dear donor, as a first-generation college student, there aren't enough words to say how thankful I am for the support at UCO. I'm writing to you to share what a blessing it is to receive this scholarship. As I progress through the nursing program, it has become harder and harder for me to continue working as many hours and still keep up academically. This scholarship allows me to work half of the hours and opens up more time to dedicate to my studies. I'm learning information that I will use in my nursing career to take care of my patients. Thank you for your tremendous generosity, for helping me pursue my goals, and for lessening my financial burden. One day, I hope to be able to pay this act of kindness forward and help future students achieve their dreams too. Sincerely, Diamond Stanley. Thank you for believing in me.
And we're live from atop of the Action Safety Supply broadcast booth for period number 2 as your Broncos come back out on the ice. 3-0 lead, shots 27-9. The Broncos carry over a power play with them for 1 minute and 23 seconds to start this period. But the should be a fun night for the Broncos. Or a fun period for the Broncos. And Curtis, you know, last night Chris and I talked about this, but as the game goes on, obviously it gets a little spicier and stuff. So I can see this next period getting a little more exciting.
Yep, absolutely. I was down in the penalty box obviously last night, and a couple of the volunteers are a little bit newer to hockey, and they're like, "Why do they stop doing the flyby?" I was like, well, respectful, one. And then two, if you keep doing it, the other team's like, well, look at these guys.
Yeah.
Then they start making runs, and yeah. Just starts getting chippier if you keep doing that. So.
Right. Absolutely. And we don't need that.
No.
Just a good, clean game and have some fun. Oh, in for the draw is Simpson. Alchin able to come up with it. He puts on the brakes. Sends it back for Alchin. Back to Guerra. Now Simpson. Simpson squeaks past. That goes to Burton. Over to Golden. Back to Burton. A little misfire there, and the Bearcats will send this one down. And that'll get picked up and tipped away by Parente. Now Burton. Golden flying down the zone, the wing. Shot. Another rebound. Wide open side over there. Again on that back door.
Yeah, it was a good shot by Golden coming down the, I guess, the top of the circle. Good shot. Look for a rebound.
Now Mikhailov gains the zone. Quick shot. He scores. That was a.
That looks like
that was a weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it looks like Pasquet's. Struggling here to get up.
Yeah, that was weird. It was like he anticipated it hitting him in the chest, and it kind of I don't know, hit him in the back of the 37 and just kind of dribbled in.
Yeah.
Not sure about Pasquet here.
Yeah.
He also wasn't helped by the fact that the net had just come off and never got reset, and I don't even think it's still on.
Yeah, it's not fully reset there.
Just from looking at it from here. I could be wrong, but...
McKendree sends this one across. Tivers sends it in deep.
I think this might be the point, too, or maybe the horn goes away, too.
Yeah. Yeah. Another quick option there for the Broncos.
Good save there by Pasquet. Shoot.
Another quick shot and scores. That,
all right, we'll get this one.
Whittet, I believe, with his first of the year.
Dane Whittet, rifles at home.
Nice shot from the top.
Good things happen when you shoot the puck. It goes off a McKendree defender. Finds a spot. So I did say I was going to put the horn away, but that's his first goal, so. That's being in tune with what's happening down there. You know, James?
Yeah. That's why you get to sit by the horn.
So the first one is going to be Mikhailov from Kraus, and this one's going to be Whittet unassisted. Ooh. Oh, that's a post.
So the Bearcats trying to get it out of the zone. They'll get it to center, but the Broncos able to get it back deep. Now Mondi cycles it back. Wells pressuring. Mondi. Bronchos able to keep it in the zone once again. And this comes back out to Kraus.
That was the fourth goal. Now I got to do the fifth one.
Now Davies working his way around. Davies up top. Quick shot by Dubecki. Now Golden. And McKendree trying to get this one out. Now, that'll pop out for the Broncos. They'll tag up, and Golden tries to gain the zone here. Now the Broncos rimming this one around. That'll come out to center. Dubecki. That'll come around for Hostvecki. Now, Guerra sends that deep. Played by Pesquet. And another one deep, and no ice. Broncos able to win that one out. Stalzer to McMahon. Quick shot, that kicked away by Pesquet. Now Stalzer battles in the corner. He gets tripped up. Broncos with 30 shots now. 15:33 remaining in this second period. Broncos on the move again. McMahon will send it deep. That pops out for Stalzer to Simpson.
Oh, what a pass.
McMahon had that back door open, just couldn't get it fired off right. Another opportunity for the Broncos, that shot coming from Simpson.
Whew. Big hit there by
Big
Stalzer.
hit by Stalzer, absolutely. Now Burton to Simpson. Tried to get it over to Stalzer. Broncos will change sides here. Taylor. Play broken up, and Parente will cover up.
Yeah, that was a really good chance there for UCO. Fraser McMahon in front of the net. He just gets a little too close, and when you're in too close, in too tight, goaltender doesn't really have to make a save because you don't really have anywhere to put it.
Right.
But it's a really nice pass by Simpson. Just overall, pretty good play there by that line.
You said Mikhailov had that other goal, right?
Yeah, I did, yep. From Kraus, if you're keeping track of assists.
I am.
And then Whittet got the fifth one on assist.
Right. I had the Whittet one. I didn't have the Mikhailov goal as the Broncos work their way in again. This is Bombardier. Bombardier sends it up. Tried to get Whittet, another one.
He's buzzing.
Parente able to get the save there, and that came off, and a good opportunity there for the Bearcats.
Yeah. Good drive there by number 91, the Bearcats. Lucas Brown, he just kind of takes the puck to a dangerous spot. Puts his shoulder down. Tries to take it in and just kind of drag it in.
Bearcats able to send this one in deep. That one broken up. Parente able to send it across, and the Broncos D able to give him some added support. Now Mikhailov and the Broncos caught offside.
Just needs to come in there, Tivers. He tries
Yep.
to make the pass at the blue line. Instead of gating the blue, then dishing it over. Good idea, though.
Yeah.
But he's the guy with the head of steam, so he just has to make sure he gets over the blue and then maybe leave it for Mikhailov. A couple scores around the WECHL tonight. Missouri State defeats Colorado State 6-2, and Arizona knocks off the Buffs of Colorado 5-2. So Missouri State still at the top of the Western CHL standings tonight.
We'll make an interesting
stretch for home.
Stretch for home for the Broncos when we play them next.
I think that what is that, in 2 weeks, I think?
Yeah. That
Missouri,
sounds right.
Missouri State coming back to UCO to visit us.
I think that's right.
After we were there for their Pink in the Rink.
Yeah, I that would have driven me crazy.
I know.
Playing on pink ice,
yeah,
man.
It looked tough when I tuned in to watch it.
Just being able to track the puck on that would be super hard.
Mm-hmm. Especially being a goalie.
Yeah. Now the Broncos.
Check that. That's second semester when we played Missouri
I was
State.
trying to. We play IUP, which is another team that we have not played in a few weeks. And then, of course, the Sooners will have the official first series against them that counts for the WCHL standings.
Yeah, we did play them earlier this year.
Yeah. Now Dubecki looks for a shot, unable to get that shot off. But Moyer able to come up with it. Wells now with it. Sends it out, and that'll get gloved.
Good try, looking for Moyer.
Moyer and Mondi battling up front.
Just trying to remember what the third typical line mate of that Wells and Moyer line is. It was escaping me.
Hemming.
There you go. Yep.
Yeah, and he's serving a one game tonight.
Yeah, one game. Just trying to remember. Frank's come in and done a good job. Obviously.
Absolutely. Mondi's not a big guy, but he
plays like Moyer though. Sticks his nose in there.
Absolutely.
Goes to the dirty areas to try to score goals. It's been a good compliment to the line tonight. Inserted, obviously, in place of Hemming, who, is serving that one-game suspension.
So 12:42 remaining in the second period. Shots 30-12 in favor of your Broncos. 5-0 game. 5 different goal scorers tonight.
That's good.
McKendree trying to work their way down into the Bronco zone.
Obviously need contributions from everywhere.
Yep. And Parente's done a great job.
Oh, that one caught Davies up high.
Yeah. Parente playing great in net tonight for the Broncos. Not a lot of shots on him, but making some key saves at the same time.
I think one thing I'd like to see maybe UCO just clean up a little bit is just kind of the D zone.
Yeah.
Still giving away fairly decent looks when McKendree's kind of cycled the puck. Just not really taking away the D of McKendree, and they're getting some decent looks.
And that one just wide. McKendree looking for a tip there in front. Broncos able to take over here. Down and in.
Nice play.
Quick
Nice play.
Beauty of a play as Simpson sends in his second of the night. Just an absolute tic-tac-toe there.
That's textbook 3-on-2. Middle lane drive. Alchin, middle lane drive. McMahon finds him as he's driving the seam. He slides it back door, and Simpson's got a wide open cage. for his second of the night.
Yeah.
Just honestly, couldn't draw up a 3-on-2 any better.
Yeah.
Alchin, middle lane, drive to the front of the net. If you don't get the puck, you're gonna take the D-man with you, and then McMahon can slide it to Sykes himself. But Broncos take a 6-0 lead.
Mikhailov already pressuring for the Broncos. Quick cut in. Sidesteps one, sends it to the corner. Whittet trying to get there, and McKendree taking it the other way, but the Broncos once again able to get it back down into the Bearcat zone. Now, Bearcats will send this one up and out, all the way down, and we'll have an icing on McKendree. .11:05 remaining in this second period. 6-0 your score. Broncos with 31 shots to 12. That dangerously close to that side of that corner of the net as the Bearcats won that draw. Broncos trying to jam that one around. That was Mikhailov trying to wrap it around. Now Tivers. Up top, quick shot, that goes wide. And the Bearcats working their way down and into the Bronco zone.
Ooh.
And that's that was just
bigger body on smaller body, kind of.
Absolutely, and he as the check was happening, he drops to his knees, and is slow to get off. Another shot from Moyer. Now Mikhailov, Moyer in front. Mikhailov tries to tap it in, and that's shot and scored by Cooper Kraus.
So that should be 44-19, and I didn't get the third assist. We'll wait for confirmation on that one. And we may have I don't know.
Potentially injured goalie.
Which would mean we would need a player of McKendree to come in and man the pipes.
Unless they have that third goalie. I mean,
do they have that third goalie?
I mean, they have a third goalie. He's got two games played. And,
I didn't see him on the bench, I guess.
Right. Can you allow them enough time to pull somebody, kind of an emergency goaltender situation, right?
Yeah.
Kind of like when Carolina
David Ayers
ended up having to
the old E-bug
bring in Ayers.
If you're not aware of that story, hockey fans, David Ayers, a
Zamboni
driver, yes,
for the Toronto Maple Leafs,
was the E-bug for Carolina.
Yeah.
Because I think they had a player, they had their backup injured and couldn't get a call-up from the AHL in time.
Right.
So they ended up putting Ayers in, and he ended up winning the game.
Yeah.
40 saves or something crazy like that.
Unreal. Played men's league, beer league.
Yeah.
Just unreal.
And then to top it off, they do the Hurricanes do like the siren or whatever,
the tornado
siren, and they brought David Ayers in when they played the Leafs, just to stir the pot, which is what Carolina has been doing.
I'm pretty sure he is the biggest Hurricanes fan now since he played for him. He probably dropped all allegiance to the Leafs. It looks like the officials had a little conversation with McKendree. And we'll see what happens from here. But he's up. But, you know, we talked about it earlier. He's been kind of slow to get up a few times.
Yeah, something is obviously not right. He seems to be struggling with something. I think maybe lower back, the way it was.
The way he positions
trainer Ken
himself.
Caldwell came out and looked at him. Again, that's just pure speculation. I have no earthly idea.
Get some biofreeze, loosen that up. And
yeah.
Dubecki. Moyer able to send that back to Wells. He'll rim it around. Mondi now heading to the corner. Mondi with it. Bearcats able to come up. Wells sends that up and out of play.
I guess the discussion surrounded, well, UCO has 2 goalies on the bench.
Right.
Put a McKendree jersey on, and
yeah.
I guess the refs maybe were talking that over, what that looks like. Because, again, hockey fans, if you're just joining us, Pasquet started the game, and the backup Brady Weiss came in relief, played about 8 or so minutes, and hurt either his groin or his hamstring.
Yeah.
And now the starter, Pasquet, is back in, and he seems to be a little worse for wear. So,
a lot of shots on these guys.
Yeah. I think the total was 59 last night.
60.
Was it?
We hit 60 last night. At least that's what the board said. Now the Broncos pressuring. That's Golden. Battling here in the corner is Davies. Bearcats able to gain and send this down. It's picked up by Dubecki. To Guerra. To Davies. Shot across in front, looking for Golden on that one. Now Davies able to get in there. Pressuring is Golden. Bearcats able to get it up to the half board. And Dubecki able to drop that. 8:16 remaining in the second period. 7-0 the score. Shots on goal 32-12. Looks like that was a hand pass that they had called.
On Dubecki.
Moyer from the corner. Alchin in the mix. Oh, I'm sorry, that was Burton in the corner. And this one wrapped around. Another quick shot. Goes wide of Parente. Now Simpson. He'll send that deep. Burton battling in that corner with him. Simpson comes up with it, sends it across. Quick shot by Alchin, that goes wide. And a missed pass on that one, sends it all the way down. Parente will come out and play it, rim it around.
Good play there by Parente.
Now McMahon. Quick shot, that's wide by Simpson.
Another good 3-on-2 there by that same line. Middle lane drive this time by Jack Taylor, defenseman jumping in.
Good little battle going on down at the other end between Alchin and the Bearcats. Now Burton jumps into the mix. Alchin comes up with the puck. He gets hauled down. We'll have a penalty. It's going to be a hold on McKendree. So number 38 for McKendree.
Noble.
With the penalty. Broncos on the power play. Dubecki to Bombardier. Back to Dubecki. Bombardier. Stalzer able to get it back to Dubecki. Over to Mikhailov. And they'll cover up.
Good save there by Pasquet.
Yeah.
Maybe a little worse for wear, but he's still out there battling. You got to respect it.
Absolutely.
Slow to get up every time he makes a save, though. Clearly not right.
Yeah.
But he's in the battle.
Absolutely. Moments like this, though, it makes you really think and makes you thankful that Coach Rivera suits three netminders.
You never know.
You never know. So Mikhailov in for the draw. 6:26 remaining in the period. 1:32 left on the power play. Now Mikhailov to Stalzer. Back to Mikhailov. Back to Stalzer. Bombardier trying to pinch up there for the Broncos. Back to Dubecki. He'll go D to D to Bombardier. Back to Dubecki. Now McMahon. Back to Bombardier. To Mikhailov. To Bombardier. And looks like the net popped off there. Catches that on that kick, man, and .544. Simpson in for the draw. This one to Golden. Now to Burton. Burton from the top to Golden. Back to Burton. Over to Alchin to Simpson. To Burton. He'll shoot. That goes wide. Alchin with it. And that gets out of the Broncos, or out of the zone, so Golden will start it up for the Broncos once again from their own end. Now Guerra. 16 seconds remaining on the power play. And Guerra pushed into the netminder. Simpson in there checking on the goalie. Guerra coming across the top of the crease, tries to jam it in there, but gets checked at the same time, ends up going into Pasquet.
Dan, you can say it 100 times. He's out here grinding.
Yeah.
he's going to war.
Absolutely.
For his boys.
Now, let's be honest, doing a heck of a job.
Yeah. No doubt about it.
Wells over to Moyer, back to Dubecki, back to Moyer. Battled here in the corner, that's picked up by Wells. McKendree full strength. Wells on the backhand, up top for Hostvecki. That's shot and blockered away. Loose puck here. Wells pressuring. Mondi trying to get in the mix. And McKendree able to break out of the zone. Good hit from Moyer here. Broncos able to regain. Jets on Dubecki. Wells, quick shot, that goes by.
I think he was looking for Mondi there, back door. Nice play by Dubecki, good wheels.
Yeah. This one will come all the way back, and Bombardier able to send it across for Mondi, and Mondi able to get it in deep. Wells.
That's a penalty.
Yeah. Gonna be a hook there on the Broncos.
Moyer. .175 feet from his own end.
Yeah.
Just trying to get his stick in for the stick lift, and just catches it. Catches in his hands. You catch him in your hands, it's always going to be an easy call for the official.
Yeah.
It's like the refs are in discussion again with their coach. Just trying to work out. They do want to make maybe the goalie switch to UCO goalie, or I don't know, maybe not.
Bearcats able to send this deep. Battle down there in the far corner. Quick shot. McKendree shoots and scores. They'll get one. They caught Parente. Parente made that first save and was committed to that one side, and they were able to get the rebound and send it across. So a 7-1 hockey game.
So McKendree takes advantage of the power play. It's their first of the night. On a pretty good passing play by them.
Yeah. So Tivers in for the draw for the Broncos. Burton now carries it down into the zone. Burton will battle this one out. Rims it around. That's picked up by Whittet. Burton. That intercepted by the Bearcats. And gloved by Parente.
Yeah, Burton just tries to snap that over to his D partner. Picked off by Noble, and they go the other way and get a pretty good opportunity. I think he's just trying to shoot that one for a rebound, but Parente's able to glove it, smother it, and hold on for the faceoff.
So the Broncos able to dish that one back. That was Alchin on the draw. Bearcats intercept. They'll send it in deep. That's picked up by Dubecki to Hostvecki. Bearcats able to keep it in. Oh, nope. That was caught off, so Hostvecki will start it up here. Over to Dubecki, and the Broncos able to gain the zone here. Alchin looking, shooting. That's off the skate of the Bearcats. Simpson trying to send that across. Hostvecki with it. Now Simpson drops for Alchin. Back for Dubecki.
Oh,
that shot goes
tip
wide.
there. Nice shot there by Dubecki.
Alchin over to Simpson. He'll try and dish that on. Alchin able to come up with it here. Up top for Dubecki. Now Simpson battling from the corner. shot from Hostvecki. That's gloved by Pesquet.
Another good shift here by the Alchin line with Simpson and McMahon on his wings, generating lots of good pressure and opportunities off their cycle game. Got a good complement. Simpson's a good puck retriever.
Yeah.
McMahon as well, and Alchin out there. Once you win a puck battle, Simpson scored a couple of good goals tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. A shot from Guerra there that gets kicked away off the glass. Golden looking for that nice little tip in front. Minute 33 remaining in the period. Bearcats able to gain the zone. That's sticked away by Parente.
Oh, good look there. Kind of
Now
got lost
Kraus.
in coverage there.
Yeah.
Had a good opportunity to get the second.
Pressuring his Bombardier. Now Davies will battle in that corner. Bombardier to Davies again. Garrow is in support. Bearcats, though, with it once again, and we're going to have a penalty coming up on the Broncos.
Yeah, it's going to be Jackson Bombardier, 2 for hooking. So Bearcats with a chance to get another one on the power play again. Got their first on the power play. Let's see if they can do the same here.
And this power play will carry over into the third period. Bearcats with it. That shot and save from Parente. Broncos in for the draw. Quick shot. Parente able to make that first save. Broncos able to get this one out. That's Mikhailov off to the races. Quick trying to get it across from Stalzer. And unable to connect there.
Nice pass there by Mikhailov.
Mikhailov with it again, shoots, that goes high. Stalzer almost with a jam there. Now Bearcats working their way down.
We'll have a little get together.
We'll get together down at the other end.
7 seconds remaining here in the second.
So Broncos in for that draw. Alchin on the draw there. Burton with the puck. He tips that out, and that'll do it for period number 2. Your Broncos 7, McKendree 1. Shots on goal at the end of 2 in favor of your Broncos, 36-16. So Curtis, hoping that we're able to get some help over there to McKendree's netminder, Pasquet, help him out a little bit. And I saw Ken Caldwell, their trainer for the Broncos, heading over onto their side. So hopefully he had a big bottle of BioFreeze with him. So hopefully that'll help him out a little bit. You hate seeing a guy play hurt.
Yeah.
No matter what.
But he's just kind of battling through it. He doesn't have another guy that can help him out.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, they're down to just him as the netminder. But I hope he gets a little bit better, or they get some relief for him.
Yeah.
Still like to see the Broncos again continue to do the right things.
Right.
It's a 7-1 hockey game, and there's going to be games against Missouri State, Iowa State at home. Like,
keep good habits going.
Those teams just swept us in their barn.
Right.
You got to develop good habits now so that you can put that into action when you play them next semester. So,
right. Absolutely.
Don't let the foot off the pedal. Yes, it's 7-1. Yes, large part of the play is in the McKendree zone, but I think you just got to keep that up and continue to, again, develop good habits, continue to do the right things, get pucks out, get pucks in, and obviously look towards games that are more meaningful in the WCHL coming forward.
Absolutely. Well, we'll be back in about 15 minutes. This is James Jalbert with Curtis Johnson, Bronco Hockey Live.
We are one of the oldest institutions of higher learning in Oklahoma.
We're the first forensic science program of its kind in the state.
We are champions.
We are making school rock.
We are learning to tell stories that make a difference.
We are reaching new heights in the fine arts.
We are tomorrow's business innovators.
We are all this and more. We are Central.
USA Hockey is the national governing body for the sport of ice hockey.
Every player has their own pathway. And I think that's one of the greatest things about USA Hockey and our structure is that we have everything from beginner to recreational to competitive to elite.
At the youngest ages, it's really building a passion to get out and play. At youth sports, kids need to have fun. What's fun for a kid at each age may be a little different.
We try to provide age-appropriate, age-specific environment for the kids.
In most sports, we don't use the same size equipment, we don't use the same size playing surface with adults that we would with kids that are 6, 7, 8 years of age.
Instead of playing full ice 5-on-5 with kids 5 to 8 years old, we changed the rule to play cross ice. So we changed the playing surface.
For us, it was downscaling things to fit the athlete, but yet still provide an environment where they have to make decisions.
We felt strongly that kids would touch the puck more, there would be more repetition, more opportunity to score goals, more play for them that resembled what real hockey is for elite players. For us in the youth hockey department, it's about healthy people, healthy kids, a good culture and a good community through the sport of hockey.
We want kids to leave the ice rink every single time saying, Mom, Dad, when's the next time I get to come back?
I love being a part of the University of Central Oklahoma. When you belong, you can flourish. Well, I found SSS, Student Support Services, by a friend. Freshman year in the library, you go to the 3rd floor, they saved my life as far as school. Like, they kept me in school. Student Support Services helped me understand my finances, showing me to be responsible. How to enroll, that's something they actually help students do. They help them enroll, help them figure out how to set up their financial aid. Like, they make sure you're in the right classes that's like best for you, that they make sure that you finish, even get you involved in school. Like, I didn't know all about Diversity Roundtable and the Black Male Initiative prior to being involved in SSS. And they made sure I had my place in school. That's what mentors do. They make sure you're on the right path for you to excel in school. They just know how to teach us, know how to guide us as far as making us focus, center in on a subject that we like, and really lock into school.
Over the 4 years, they have helped me grow a lot. La Meta is a part of Student Support Services. I could tell it was a cultural connection and that they understood me as a first-generation Latina student at college. With graduate school, I didn't know that's what I wanted until La Meta introduced it to me, and that's through graduate school tours, whether that's in-state, out-of-state. They kind of opened up that world for me. I would say some of the biggest challenges obviously are financial aid, but also mentorship and connection, right? Because it's your first time on campus, you don't know anyone, and you may feel a little out of place until you've found your family. There's people expecting me to succeed, and that's another part of it. Like, they're supporting you, but they're also placing positive pressure on you to say you can do this and you can graduate.
Well, one thing that makes us different than any other institution in the United States is that we have all 6 SSS programs here at the University of Central Oklahoma. We have others. We have SSS Teach, which is for K-12 educators. We have a program for veterans, students with disabilities, students who are interested in STEM. We just have so many programs that can really support a student in their interest. And so that's amazing for the University of Central Oklahoma because we can serve more students who need that support as first-generation college students. A lot of our staff were first-generation college students. We've got that passion because we want to see the students succeed because we had someone to support us. We're just really here to help you see your plan from A to Z. So we encourage you to come into the office, really talk with us, let us help you problem solve. So we're gonna talk to you about your financial aid, help you with financial literacy. We're gonna make sure that you have academic support by getting the tutoring, meeting with our mentors, just whatever it takes to graduate you. And that's why it's so important to connect with us because we want to make sure that you're connected here at the University of Central Oklahoma.
The Reach Higher program is 100% online. We realized that there were an astonishing number of adults who had around 70 credits but no degree. The Reach Higher program was built in order to help these adult students come back and finish their degree. Here at UCO, the degree is Organizational Leadership, and it's a Bachelor of Science. All of our classes are accelerated format. So that means all of your classes take place in 8 weeks instead of 16 weeks. School comes on your schedule and you're the one who gets to decide when you can fit it in and when you can work it in. So it's, while it may take up some of the time with work and family and those kinds of things, you still can do work and family and you don't have to put everything on hold just to go back to school.
Skating was hard at first. Sometimes I fell, but I always got back up. Now when I'm skating, I feel like a rocket, or maybe a race car. Something really fast. It's my second favorite feeling. Scoring is my favorite. I think I like even more than birthday cake.
I'm from a military family, and so they're always moving. And so I needed somewhere to come where I felt comfortable because this was going to be my new home and family. UCO is a perfect fit because of how close, tight-knit community it is. I'm a criminal justice major. Why I chose that, I've always had a thing for law enforcement and just how it works. One thing I love about it is all the professors here are all law enforcement active or retired law enforcement. So not only do you get like training from people who've actually done it, but they tell you stories and real life situations. Come meet us, come out, hang out. We're very welcoming. That's one thing that I love. You're gonna feel home.
And we're live. And live from the top of the Action Safety Supply broadcast booth after the second intermission, McKendree is actually going to forfeit the game as they are no longer able to fill a roster for the remainder of the game. We appreciate you guys sticking in with us, and we'll see you in a few weeks on December 3rd as the Broncos take on IUP. So that'll do it for the Broncos tonight after a 7-1 now forfeit from McKendree. Definitely not the way you want to see a game go, but glad that the Broncos got the W for the night, and wishing the best for McKendree and all of their players as they head back home tonight.
I think it's disappointing from a UCO standpoint where computer ranking obviously does all the rankings, and if you get more than 7 goals, you get more points.
Right.
So that's obviously disappointing. But first and foremost, like you said, James, obviously the health and welfare of the players is top of mind.
Right.
So you never want to see a goalie have to continue just because there's no other goalie.
Right.
So
health
at the
and welfare
end of the day, health and
first.
welfare comes before any points or rankings or anything like that. So our thoughts go to him, and hopefully he can get healed up, and McKendree's able to, obviously field the roster next game.
Absolutely. And tonight's Papa J's player of the game will be number 13, Austin Simpson.
Yeah, him and his line had a really good game. Simpson had 2, Alton with a couple assists. I think McMahon
had a
couple a goal and a couple assists too.
Yep.
So just got a good overall effort. Again, UCO came out and played, I think, the way they needed to play.
Right.
And obviously, safe travels to McKendree on their way home.
Absolutely. So we'll see you guys in a few weeks on December 3rd when the Broncos take on IUP. That'll do it for us. This is James Jalbert, Curtis Johnson, Bronco Hockey Live.